Hi angels, welcome to Earth Angel Energy. I'm the Earth Angel and today I'm bringing you another general message. We're just going to tap into the energy and see what we get. And I do hope everyone's doing well, feeling very blessed. Okay, let's see. Six of Wands, victory, good victorious energy, even though there is some like chaos going around. Yeah, good. Okay, all right. So I see us feeling pretty good, feeling better. We're feeling a little bit inspired. We have some ideas, shuffling things around here. Okay. What I love to see, I'm seeing this progression. I feel like there's been a lot of shakeups, not even just in your life, but I think everyone's life. There's at least something going on that's like, whoa, bit of a tower moment, right? But what I like to see is that we are saying, okay, I can move forward from this. I can figure out what to do next, whether it's healing from a situation, leaving someone or something behind, recovering from something. Nine of Pentacles. We are looking really, really good. And I've been giving this advice to a lot of the collective as well. Yeah, with the Tower. Yes. Once again, good healing here. So good. So it's like, once again, not succumbing to fear, not succumbing to anxiety. I see something happened here or is happening here that's going to shake things up. Once again, it does have something to do with finances, but this is a global energy. Food prices are going up. Housing prices are going up. At least where I live, the government is in shambles. And it can be really easy to fall into fear or despair or pessimism. But what I love to see for the collective, and this has been a big message that's just been kind of flashing really brightly in the cards on my channel, is letting the collective know, now is the time to get prepared. Now is the time to diversify your income. Now is the time to save. Now is the time to invest. Now is the time to restructure your budget. Now is the time to live below your means. I see things shifting and happening here where the collective is doing this successfully, and this is going to turn out really, really well for you. And the one thing I do say is, like, if the worst were to happen, start to plant those seeds so that you're prepared for that. Four of Swords, yeah. Nine of Swords. Now, for some of us, we have some emotional things going on. So here's another thing, too. That's actually a really good point. Sometimes the cards even say, like, hey, actually, don't forget to mention this. Sometimes things happen in life, tower moments, where there isn't a solution. You lose someone you love, or, something that's out of your control, right? And in that kind of scenario, it's simply just giving yourself space and time to heal. It's important not to be hard on yourself with this kind of thing as well, too. I've had a lot of conversations with friends and family about this kind of thing. But when those moments come where there is no solution, it's just sad. It's just hard, and you can reason with yourself and say things are going to get better, or I'll heal after this. But I'm seeing we've reached the light at the end of the tunnel here, or we will be reaching the light at the end of the tunnel, where maybe multiple things have happened at once that have been really tough to deal with. But what I like to see here is there's this feeling of, okay, I'm getting on the other side, or I can at least see myself getting on the other side of this. The Sun, wonderful, look at that, Eight of Pentacles. And once again, putting in work to getting to the other side. Wow, the Ace of Pentacles. I'm getting this really, really strong energy. So the energy around Pentacles, around finances, has been crazy. Not even just in the cards, but just in the world in general. But what I like to see is we are taking action to at least make sure this is taken care of. So I'm happy to see that it looks like a lot of the collective is saving, is investing, is finding other streams of income, is connecting with family and friends to make sure that everybody is okay and everybody is stable, putting in that extra work to make sure that you have a little bit more to take care of you. This is going to be very, very useful for you. Two of Pentacles here, yeah, like making it work. I'm curious about this Devil and the Hanged Man. Yeah. I think we were stuck for a minute. stuck in this feeling of feeling fear. You know, sometimes when people have that thought, like, well, what can I do? What can I do? You can do something. You absolutely can do something. And I think we've gotten to that point now in this Knight of Pentacles of like, okay, I'm just going to get started. I'm just going to branch out. I'm just going to see what I can do to help build myself up, to build up my safety net. Page of Cups. Death card. Okay. I'm curious about this Page of Cups, the Death card, and the Hermit. What is that all about? With the Strength. King of Wands here. Ooh, Five of Pentacles. Yeah. And we did get that King of Wands. Oh. All right. So here's what I will say. Usually on this channel, I don't ever really recommend, like, I mean, it's nice if you want to share my videos, but it's not really something that I'm ever like, you know, share this video. I feel like it comes to who it comes to, especially if you get like a private reading with me. I'm like, that is your information. And usually I say, you know, just kind of let that be yours. But if you've been listening to this message, if this has been helpful for you, and I feel like for a lot of the collective, it's just making us feel better, you know, thinking, okay, I have options, I have a backup plan, I have that safety net. It just makes you feel better in stressful times. There's things that can happen that are out of your control, but it's nice. It's a really, really nice when you just have, you know, that security net for yourself. Now, if this is resonating for you, I would really recommend that you encourage your loved ones to be in a similar wavelength. Now, depending on who we're talking about, some people don't want to hear that. Some people do not want to hear like, hey, things might get a little bit rocky, things might get a little bit unstable. You should probably prepare for that. And once again, just being prepared, like, you will do so well just being prepared, like, I promise. If there's people in your life that are receptive to that, you know, just let them know. It doesn't have to be from the perspective of readings. You know, it can be from the perspective of watching the news or keeping up with current events. Just reaching out to people and saying, hey, you know, it might be a good idea to look into this, or it might be a good idea to prepare for this. Because, yeah, the moon, this is what worries me. I'm not worried for you, but I'm worried for others. Because once again, this is a small but mighty platform. I love this platform, and I love to see how this energy has helped so many people in the collective transform themselves and their lives. It makes me so happy. But at the same time, this is a select special group that is getting these messages. This is a select special group that is getting to hear this information. And as the platform grows, you know, more and more people will be receptive to this. But there's a lot of people who have their heads buried in the sand, or it seems strange that people don't see it coming, but this happens every time, you know, anytime there's some sort of big upheaval. Even if you warn them, even if you give them lots of evidence and facts, once it actually happens, you know, there's a whole lot of people with deer in the headlights kind of energy. But if there's anyone in your life who's open to it, who's receptive to it, encourage them now to have something to be able to take care of themselves, something to fall back on. Yeah, ooh, Seven of Wands. Okay. With the Six of Swords. Okay. And the Chariot. As I split the deck. So this is the last part that's coming through, and it's pretty significant. But as things progress, I see so many in the collective listening to these messages, implementing it, and doing very well. I don't really think you have to be that fearful. You don't have to be that scared. If you're taking those little steps every single day, you know, once again, saving, investing, having another income stream, learning how to grow your own food, learning how to take care of yourself, learning how to live, you know, within reasonable means, you will do very well. But that moon energy is big energy. That moon energy of people just like not seeing it coming, or refusing to see it coming, or just choosing not to be prepared or choosing not to change anything about their life or their lifestyle. And you kind of have this catch-22 where you're going to do very well. You're listening to this message, you're making those small but consistent changes in your life, and it's going to serve you really well. But be prepared that there's going to be people around you, people in your life who are going to, I just heard especially the people that ignore you or the people who dismiss you, those are going to be the main ones that are going to be like coming to you like, can you help me? 10 of Cups. I just heard we're family. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Yeah. So, if someone's situation makes it where they feasibly can't make that many changes, maybe they don't have the resources, maybe they don't have the time, maybe they have some sort of life circumstance that makes it really hard for them, I feel like those are the people, you keep them close. You work with them. If you have a good relationship with them, if they're receptive, if they're open, those are the people I feel like you can help, stay close to and support here. But do not be surprised if this message is resonating for you and you're like, Earth Angel, I hear you. I'm doing this, and this to make sure that I'm prepared for the instability that's coming in. It's going to do very well for you. If you're talking to anybody in your life and they're not receptive or they dismiss you or anything like that, these people are going to come back around and ask you for help. 5 of Cups. It's going to be real bad. It's going to be real sad. So I don't see a solution to how to handle that in the cards yet. I feel like it's going to come when it comes. I feel like right now we're in this weird little space where it's starting to hit some people. And some people are starting to see it, but it's still canary in the coal mine season. So if you see signs of instability around you, or you've heard about signs of instability, it's going to affect way, way more people than it is right now. Like it's about to spread. And you're going to have a lot of people who were laughing or, not taking this seriously. I think one of the most difficult parts of being an energy reader is knowing things that are going to happen before they happen. And I think for me, it's been really helpful because God will ease me into these things. He'll give me advance notice. So I'm very rarely blindsided by anything in life. He always lets me know before something is about to happen. But it's hard to see stuff like this play out. I'm so grateful that I have this platform so I can talk to you and let you know. God is definitely saying like, hey, I love you. I care about you. I want you to be prepared. It's a two-way street. If you put in a little bit of extra time and energy to get yourself prepared, I can see you through. That's part of God seeing you through. As we've talked about before, I keep getting this message of upheaval and instability in the world and a protective bubble being put around the collective. And what is that protective bubble? It's instructions like this. And now in my life, there are seeds that I planted a year ago, two years ago, 3 years ago that I'm so glad that I did. But if you haven't started back then, you can start today. But it's really important that you start. But you are going to be in a really good position if you do. And there's going to be a lot of people who dismissed this, who would never listen to a message like this, who are going to be in a really bad place. So what I would say is do what you need to do to get your life together, make sure everything is good. If you're on that path, a good job, keep going. If you have anyone in your life who you have a good relationship with, where you have these kind of conversations like, hey, if there's an emergency, if things get worse, this is what we're going to do, and there's a receptive, good communication and connection there, then have those conversations with people like that as well too. Just be like, hey, I've got your back, you've got my back, but we know that there's people who did not listen, or we know we have friends or family who dismissed us. Just be prepared that these people are going to ask the people who were prepared for help. And how you want to handle that is up to you. I can't tell you how to handle that because there's a lot of different situations here, but there is a level of being prepared. So if there's anyone in your life who's stubborn, who doesn't want to listen to this, but you really care about them, every time you see them, every time you talk to them, you don't even need to share this message, because I sometimes feel like if people are not accustomed to energy reading, they dismiss it, which I've never personally experienced, but I do know that it happens. But just tell them, hey, please get prepared. Like, I know you think everything is great. I know you think that, things are always going to be perfect, but please, just please, save a little money. Grow some of your own food. Learn how to can. Learn how to preserve. Like, just, if you can do that, and if some of that sticks, it will be a lot better in the long run, because this is the message I'm getting. I see a lot of people getting prepared, but the hardest part for a lot of us is not going to be these hard times. It's going to be having those people around us who refuse to get prepared really coming to you, begging, pulling on your heartstrings. So just think about that and think about how you want to navigate that, And if you ever need help or if you ever need guidance, crack open your Bible. Just open it to a random page and you will find exactly what you need. But this has been a big message that's just coming through with kind of more details and more, caveats and nuances. But I want to share that with you because I think it's going to be very, very useful for you and your loved ones. Okay, that's what I have for you. I do hope that resonated. I hope that was helpful. Thank you so much for being here once again. And until I see you next time, stay safe, stay blessed, and God bless you.